Revelio.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Is everything all right?
Oh, bless you. It's my dear friend Hazel. She's in trouble.
Hazel?
Yes. Oh, she's a unicorn. Knowing her, she doesn't like to leave the forest. Well, the last time Hazel, loyal friend that she...
I'm sorry to hear that.
I want to help her, but she seems... I know you Hogwarts student. Perhaps you could find...
I'll keep an eye out for you.
Oh, you... I don't know precise. And although I have...
I need to look for a unicorn with a beautifully bright coat. It sounds as if she's in trouble. Hazel must be here somewhere.
Revelio.
Come on, Hazel.
Levioso.
Do cooperate, won't you? Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Revelio. Levioso.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Levioso.
Levioso. Now, I'm only trying to help.
Levioso. Levioso.
Levioso. No, you don't.
Levioso.
Levioso. I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madame Bugbrook know she's... Madame Bugbrook. We're both fine.
You've a kind heart. I shall miss my sweet. Take good care.
Dick thinks you've made marvelous improvements here. Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Levioso!
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience. Actually, perhaps another time. Victor Rookwood is dead. He confronted me as I left Ollivander's with the Keeper's wand. I had to defend myself.
Godric's heart. Are you all right?
He would have killed me once he found the repository, if not before. I had no choice.
You're right. You had no choice. You did what you had to do. The wizarding community owes you a great debt.
Thank you for saying so, Professor.
All right, then.
You have completed all of our trials, and you have done so under circumstances even I did not foresee. You understand now why all of this was necessary. The portkey, the vault, the locket, the book, the trials. To ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same choice that San, Neve, Charles, and I did.
Now that you have witnessed my memory, you understand all that is at stake. Not everyone is what they seem.
As you know, light does not exist without shadow, nor shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Even the most well-meaning and competent amongst us cannot possibly know the consequences of manipulating what should be beyond our reach.
What lies in the repository must never be released. Resist the temptation to destroy or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it. We leave our legacy in your hands.
Astonishing.
That must be the way to the repository. I should hope that the enchantments protecting the castle would protect against an incursion from below.
I fear they may not. Although, if they don't now... assure you, they will in the future.
Were you able to reach Professor Weasley?
I was. Hopefully she and the others will arrive soon. They know where to find the door through which we entered. Damn, the goblins.
Frank is here.
Let's go. If his loyalists are here, he cannot be far behind.
You and I have faced worse, Professor.
Search the area! Must be here somewhere.
We must be getting closer.
Red Rook!
Bombarda! Levioso! Descendo!
You won't get away with that.
That was meant
Back to the same. Release me.
What is that? He's coming back this way.
Confringo!
Let's get this.
Defender! What's that trick then? Cabalso!
You won't get away with that.
Confringo! Glacius!
We need to press on. Ram must be here somewhere.
This drill stands between us and him. We need to move it.
Now I shall handle it. One moment. Let's go.
Professors.
I see it. And I don't know.
You fought one of these places! Confringo! Cabalso! Defender!
Lumos. A dead end. Now what?
Revelio. Professor, that wall, that's the way forward.
Very perceptive, my young friend.
It worked. Let's go. Lumos!
Ranrock must be getting closer to finding the repository.
I fear you're right, Professor. There's nothing we can do but keep searching.
Lumos!
Listen, more goblins away.
What have we here? It's the
Potato!
And the professor! Fools of a feather!
The Bolter! Places! Confringo! Defender!
You can't stop us, abuse!
The Bolter! Defender!
These tunnels haven't brought us much luck so far.
Revelio. Confringo. We're getting closer, Professor. That way.
The goblins have somehow evaded the castle's defensive charms.
Steer them this way. We shall make quick work of them.
They got this.
We'll show his feet to in charge. The time couldn't be better, Professor Hackett.
Thank you, Professor.
More of Ranrock's damn boilers! Rather unwise. Kill spells glance off.
Confringo.
Is that the best you can do?
Defender.
I've been fighting since before you were
Confringo. Defender. Look out! Another drone! This one's worse than the last two! Stop it!
Confringo!
Defender! Depulsor! Confringo!
No, that's a bit too relief.
We couldn't be happier to see you, Professor Sharp. Depulsor! Confringo! Depulsor! made it.
I'm relieved we got here before Ranrock.
I can't believe this is it. The repository has been under the castle for hundreds of years.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good, but she did not know the risks. She did not see what the Keepers have shown you, what Isadora showed you. You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
I plan to leave the repository as it is.
I'm pleased to hear that. I've been thinking.
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret from everyone, including Professor Weasley. But now I wonder if I should have shared it with her and the others sooner. Trusted them more. The Keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
The Keepers were right. The risk of using this magic is too dangerous. It is my responsibility alone to keep it safe.
I understand, but you are not entirely alone. I will do all I can to help you.
The arrogance of wizard kind. Goblins built this repository. It belongs to us.
Enough, Ranrock. It was never yours.
I've been wanting to play with this.
Miriam's wand.
If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been avoided. Foolish, self-important witch. Seems you were two of a kind. She didn't know when to give up either.
Revelio. It's feeding off the power from the repository.
Your beautiful magic is no match for mine, child!
Potato! Stupid! Places! Devolso! That's the trick. Now, places!
There seems to be some fighting you all, girl! I shall rid you of it! Come closer, young creature!
You can't stop me! Revelio. You can't run forever, Ranrock.
Give up now. I ensure that your death is swift.
Potato. Places. Defender. Devolver. Confront. Not so powerful now. Are you Ranrock?
This cannot be happening. You will die.
This ends here, Ranrock.
You think you can stop me?
Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulsor.
We'll never break this power from me. Never.
Depulsor. Defender. Glacius. Depulsor. This is the Professor Fig. Glacius. Defender. Glacius. Confringo. Depulsor. Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Professor!
To contain it.
Professor.
Miriam. Miriam would have loved you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
Professor Eleazar Fig. I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson for us all. His devotion to adventure was rivaled only by his dedication to Hogwarts. And of course, to his wife, Miriam, whom we lost much too soon as well. Yeah.
Professor Fig represented the best of all of us. He could be deviously clever, possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and was the most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig, well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. Those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly, and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig!
Can't believe we lost Fig. I didn't know him as well as you did, but I know he was a good man. Glad Weasley spoke for him. She honored him well. Fig will be well remembered. Sebastian, there's something you should know. It's to do with Victor Rookwood. I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if he faced quite a fight. The rumors are true, and I did, but it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be seen and not heard. Wait, what are you saying? It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along. This can't be. It was the loyalists. It's always been them. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins. Once Rookwood allied with Ranrock, Isadora's estate became of interest to them both. That's why Rookwood was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrock. When he saw your sister, well, he didn't want anyone to know. So he cursed her. And she's never been the same. So cruel. Rookwood deserved what he got. Thank you for telling me. It wasn't a goblin. I suppose I owe you an apology. All this time I thought goblins were the enemy. But it was never that simple. I have a lot to think about. Let's speak again soon.
真的忘了开，所以我刚刚一直自言自语，应该有30分钟吗？可能不止，我该不会从一开始玩游戏我就没有开麦吧？我中间没离开啊，所以我应该从一开始就没有开麦开到现在。
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
No, it won't. But I can assure you that he would want us to press on.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year. I've heard all sorts of rumors. You've ridden, even helped Mr. Ollivander.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than... I'm just glad you found such a good... While I do not condone taking matters into your own hands.
Thank you, Professor.
No need to discuss it further. May I see it?
Of course.
实战指南一打开，哇，这家伙不射周用的有够多了，直接叫他自卡分。
What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. It seems you've completed much of your field guide. Well done. But you've still a little left to do. Fortunately, you do have some time to prepare for your OWLs. I will confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sorting ceremony. I am pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
没有学院杯。这就是为什么还没有跑字幕，是因为还没有学院杯。我刚刚真的讲超多话的，都没录到。哎，算了。
This year, we have seen our students exemplify the bravery of Godric Gryffindor. Allow me to finish. The loyalty of Helga Hufflepuff. The wisdom of Rowena Ravenclaw. And the ambition Salazar Slytherin. And so, the winner of this year's House Cup...
Excuse me, Headmaster, if I may. One particular student's heroism during the attack on Hogwarts, not to mention the level to which they have excelled.
例行性的最后作弊时间这样。
No less. Well, it would seem that it certainly merits.
随便都是加100分。
100 points to their house. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, yes. Thank you, Professor Weasley. I suppose we have our winner.
靠后台比较实在的，就这么一点人哦，朋友也太少了吧？啊，字幕在这个时候。 这其实本来刚刚那个时间点是让我把那个支线跑完再来跑字幕这样。我想一下，我刚刚下午开台到现在到底讲了些什么？ 好，一开始说我吃那么快，我说我就随便买了个早午餐，就吃完就开。然后哥布林王的气势不太够，我说他就是只哥布林而已。干架的时候觉得他有点简单呢，然后不能丢植物。 最后植物对他没用，然后结果最后只是 QTE， 然后就结束了，有点可惜。觉得最后战斗有点太单调了。然后再来就是我还没学到那个死亡咒怎么就结束，那个居然不是主线剧情。 然后还有他妹妹那个妹妹的剧情都还没过哎，直接放生他妹。我是觉得这个游戏前半段进度有点慢，然后后半段有点单调，就是第二是这吃饭吃太慢。我觉得他后半段。 开始变得有点，哎，新朋友一来就刚好看到字幕这样，有点后半段也有点在赶车的那种感觉，就是要怎么形容呢？ 后面当然不可避免就是开始重复一些之前的操作，但是收集要素太让人没有动力了。腰斩，我觉得是赶工吧，感觉是赶工。最后面，我觉得大概过2/3后面就是急着要出片子，把那个剧情赶快结束的那种感觉。那个要叫什么？就是后期的。游戏后期的可玩度没有往上升，就是一个它那个曲线，我觉得游戏乐趣的曲线有点最后面掉的有点快。尤其是最右下角那一大块地图，这么大一块地图，然后结果就2、3个任务，然后就没有别的东西了。感觉就做到可能剩2个月，然后发现游戏才做2/3那种感觉。一开始先把大地图画好，然后做到一半发现主线做完了，然后时间就快到了，这样赶快出一出。我记得它不是还有延期吗？还是没有？我有点忘了。其实那个时候没有很追踪这一块。有延吗？我记得延一点点，没有延很多，但延一点点。所以我觉得在前50%都还算有趣，然后后面50%就那个新东西的乐趣往下掉很快。然后有些法术，我觉得他本来有想出，然后后来也没加进去，包含刚刚最后面什么，他们还有什么飞沙走石啊 ，NPC 会丢飞沙走石，然后不给我用。然后原作里面的还有很多法术之类的，我觉得好像也都没出现，就是来不及加的那种感觉。然后我觉得像法术其实还有很多特性可以去让大家 天赋，我觉得光是天赋就有很多可以再加强的地方。比如说像我中间有遇到有那个法师 NPC， 他会 NPC 会像那个叫什么爆爆我有看到 NPC 爆炸会连发的那种。那其实本来我猜会做在天赋啊，就是像法术，我觉得都可以做成2种天赋啊，比如说连发，然后一个是连发，一个是加范围，然后或者加伤害，这样很多之前的游戏都做过类似的范例给他看的。算有点可惜啊，我觉得可以再做得更好，可以更丰富啊。看会不会做第2块吧。第1块卖成这样，我觉得第2块应该会加很多东西。1500万片吗？应该有回收足够的成本去做第2集。反正他才5年级嘛，做到7年级怎么样都可以再出个2集。有点久啊。就剩一堆支线这样。这就是最后那3个人的支线了。现在2点。把那3个人支线跑完。他最近不是要开始监制电视剧吧？我记得，还说要先买香槟来放，超嚣张。
You made it.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the air. It's a bit of a leap, I confess.
我记得好像有种挑战我都还没解锁。
Such as a special moonstone be hidden in. I think I'm desperate for anything.
Well, we're here. We might.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Revelio.
挑战100%。我看一下，我刚刚全破是暗影4 92哦，因为我还没实战指南，这个都还蛮简单。探索真的差超多，这个挑战甚至没解锁，好像是我在路边都有看到一个算是圆形的平台在路上的那个，应该是那个任务，这应该是支线任务。战斗就是把一些怪在杀还是？收藏应该差的就多了，差超多了。降落在上面，就解锁了吗？因为我经过很多次，然后从来没有想说要停在它上面过，就这么简单哦。有时间有经过的时候再看一下。
Revelio.
不过我应该也不会想说要把它解完，这块我还好，我觉得到这边差不多。我手边还有3、4块游戏塞在那里。OK， 我最讨厌的怪。哎，为什么他有办法一发就把它干掉
？Revelio。
我是其实应该来看一下那个怪物什么敌人迷怪到底怕什么？拉维哈萨啊？翻身或身体强制转向，什么意思？所以我要把它转向之后，然后把它吊起来。恶灵古堡4都还没开，现在还没拆。哇！
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
我唯一想法就是下面那个石头上鸟屎印超多。我记得有个国家还是什么的，就是靠着大量的鸟屎在赚钱。 花鸟屎做肥料，还是什么样？
If the moonstone is here and so appears, I wonder if it's being protected.
Revelio. Accio.
Why am I not surprised? First the Fupas and now this.
开5点就结束，这么快吗
Lumos.
认真。
We need to find mods for those spinners.
Lumos.
那是你有无限子弹之类的东西吧？第一轮如果慢慢全探索的话，怎么样都不可能4个小时。
another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos.
Lumos.
应该是跑好多轮，然后为了拿那个。
Lumos. Accio. Depulso. Lumos.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
我记得那个叫什么4代要拿到每一把武器的那个无限子弹，我记得都要玩蛮久的，要打好几轮，至少原版是这样。不过认真说，4代我真的玩超多次。我一开始玩什么版？
Reparo. Confringo. Convulso.
强力咒语没有办法让它翻起来啊。
Descendo.
I wouldn't give to be a Telegeist right now.
Revelio. Convulso.
因为我记得我一开始玩，它刚那个时候玩在是 PS2 吗？
How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
然后我记得 Wii 我也玩了一轮 ，Wii 玩2轮还是3轮，然后 PS3 又玩了 ，PS4 又玩了。 但 PS5 又要再玩一次啊！一个游戏玩个10几年这样。
Revelio. It's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here. I just know it.
美凤姐剧情就是 PS2 没有居西，我没有玩，我没有居西啊，所以不可能居西，那就是 PS2 了。
Given what Whoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is.
好像 PS2 玩3轮吧，拿到无限火箭筒，哎，榴弹枪还是火箭筒？火箭筒。 然后接下来玩 Wii 玩2轮，然后 PS3 好像又玩了1次吗 ？PS3 哎 ，PS3 好像PS3 没有 ，PS4 的时候又玩1次。
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Whatever it is, it had better.
The clock is ticking and that... Let's make our way down. I think that's it over there.
How's your Gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
这么大一颗啊！刚刚看我以为小小颗，只有这么大一颗。这不是拜月兽吗？
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how they only ever happen under a full...
Is the pattern they left behind on the...
All part of the dance. No one... Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see...
You've seen this before?
Well, the night I met Highwing.
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
只不过那个是几年前的话，会是这样。这2年的话，大概会跟娜娜在一起的，会跟那个黑的在一起。
A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Why didn't you tell me this before? After all our time together.
I'm sorry. I thought about it so many times, but I'm ashamed of who my family is. I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the Moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can...
Agreed. I'm ready to leave.
这个时候邀我回去睡觉，这样对吗？我们2个都还小。
Some days are more difficult than others.
Natty.
如果是这两年迪士尼就会跟这个配对。
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
I'm sorry, Natty. I wish there was something I could do to help.
You have done plenty. In fact, many of my good days are good because of you. The bad days, however, I believe I would feel less help. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. With Hollow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
就这样。
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Sebastian has gone too far. You saw what lies in the catacomb. I cannot stay here.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominous. He was willing to put the whole hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominous. Make sure he's all right, will you?
I'm glad you're here. I received your owl. Where's Sebastian?
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous,
Stop. You swore you wouldn't let Sebastian take this one step further. Yet here we are.
He won't listen to reason.
I should have stopped him before. Sebastian's in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry. Sebastian must not be in his right mind.
Last time crawling with spiders.
We're about to face worse. Let's find Sebastian quickly.
Where was Sebastian when you and Anne found him?
Just ahead. In the great room.
Incendio. Blazes. Incendio. Repulsor.
There weren't this many Inferi before.
Incendio. Incendio. Repulsor. Confringo. Blazes. Incendio. Repulsor. Confringo.
was so worried about Sebastian, I didn't even realize. Anne's gone to get Solomon. When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were Inferi, and Sebastian somehow created them.
Not exactly. He's controlling them. This is powerful dark magic. Creating Inferi is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian. Be careful.
How many? Depulso! Incendio! Glacius! Confringo! Incendio! Depulso! Glacius!
有点忘往哪边走。
These Inferi seem far from control. Incendio! Confringo! Depulso! Incendio! Glacius! Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! There's Sebastian.
Isn't this incredible?
Sebastian.
I told you, the relic is the answer. I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it. Just as I can control the Inferi.
Control? I had to fight the Inferi all the way.
What have the two of you done? Accio relic!
Solomon, don't! The relic!
这个所罗门也是个智障。
You'll pay for this!
I'm ending this now!
他是说自我防御。 像这招，为什么他可以放这种招，我都不能？那种，哦对，之前有那个闪电的，为什么他都可以放，为什么我都不行？
Incendio.
Sorry.
所以我到底要不要攻击他？
Now you've gone too
Levioso. Descendo. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Mr. Saro, stop.
10秒真的有点难。
She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer. Avada Kedavra!
哇！最不该放的就是这招了。妹妹这么强，还在穿模。
You've made your choice.
如果我独挡不要杀他，会不会好一点啊？他还会。
Oh, Anne. What have you done?
安妮还会限引术？
I must get out of here.
我看看能不能独挡回去，不要杀他。28应该可以吧？
Isn't this incredible? Sebastian.
Because 因为他写自我防御。
That relic was going to save. Incendio. Incendio.
可是他真的超烦。 他完全无视那些形式。不只是索命咒，是 是标配。他那个妹妹，我印象中也是个，顶多也是个，应该3、4年级，她就会现影术哎。
Incendio! Confringo! Incendio!
Now you've gone too far.
Confringo!
Levioso!
他刚刚那个动作是在干嘛？
Revelio.
Sorry, it had to be done. Levioso! Now you've gone too far.
Accio. Levioso.
Levioso!
Accio.
Levioso!
You
foolish boy!
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio.
哎，没有哎，只是进第2阶段。
Now you've gone too far.
Confringo. Incendio. Depulso. Levioso.
使用大爆爆，这是爆炸而已。
Levioso.
Sorry, it had to be done.
Depulso. Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Accio.
Now you've gone too far.
他说我太超过，我也觉得我蛮超过了。
Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Levioso. Depulso.
所以真的好像这只能，他完全不进下一阶段的话。
Accio. Levioso.
Sorry, it had to be done.
Accio. Levioso. Repulsor. Accio. Levioso. Repulsor.
Now you've gone too far.
Accio. Levioso. Descendo. Bombarda. Confringo. Repulsor. Glacius. Incendio. Accio.
Confringo. Glacius.
Accio. Descendo. Mr. Salo, stop!
How dare you! You're no friend to my...
Incendio. Confringo.
Confringo!
Incendio. Bombarda. Incendio.
Sorry, it had to be done.
好像卡住了，看能卡多久。
Now you've gone too far.
"好像真也不会进下一阶段了。
Sorry, it had to be done.
Protego. Stupa. Accio. Levioso. Repulsor.
哎呦，这样好危险哦！
Descendo. Levioso. Accio. Repulsor. Levioso. Descendo. Accio.
Levioso. You've gone too far.
Descendo. Repulsor. Accio.
我真的没有想要杀你。 但你看，像这一招，要是可以放有多好。
Levioso. Repulsor.
这会不会 bug 啊？
Revelio.
这会不会 bug 啊？哎呦，他怎么跑那边去？ 你们学校是教你摆这么大的动作，跟人家战斗了吗？
Sorry, it had to be
Sorry， 也只有这个办法。
She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer. Avada!
I must get out of here.
I can't let him leave. Revelio. Sebastian, wait!
而且他还捡我人头。因为他从头到尾都在看戏，然后我打赢人家，然后他捡人头。
Hold on.
他在这边表现的有够悲情的。
What is it?
Why wouldn't you stop? I was calling after you.
Anne won't survive this. She's withering away, inside and out. Solomon's never been there for us. Not really. He gave up on her. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life.
哪有不得不使用杀戮咒这件事？
I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it.
You went too far, Sebastian.
I can't think right now. I need to leave. I can't stay here. I need to find Ominous.
这个人真的只能去阿斯卡班的。
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later at the Undercroft. All right?
They not be allowed to attend.
Couldn't agree more. Not to mention, it exposes us to their backward way of thinking.
Hello, Sophronia.
Good test of one's knowledge. I'm actually working on something equal. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't. She's only the single great...
How interesting.
It's a travesty. I often read about great witches. Whilst reading about her, I learned... But in typical clever Herodiana fashion.
And you're a third year.
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, would you get Herodiana's
If you tell me where to go, I'll...
Simply go to the Hall of There, you'll find...
Very well. I shall let you know if I find it.
I can't wait to see Herodiana. Well, did you find...
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
那个在哪里？ 叫的有够惨的。这里啊，地穴，在这。
I wondered if you might teach me how to cast that curse you mentioned.
Oh, which one?
I'd like to learn how to cast the killing curse.
After all that's happened, are there any other curses you'd like to learn?
That's all I wanted to learn.
Of course. Let's speak again soon.
这样就学会了。我还真是闪电形状。
Protego! Revelio.
他不是说叫我来找他？ 就不要我飞走，然后就叫我回。
Are you ready to finish Harlow?
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
I don't know if we should be rushing into this.
If he thinks we are aware of his plans, he may call off the ambush. We should behave as he expects us to.
Fair point.
好的。
All right. Let's go.
Brilliant. Harlow's reign ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will.
上来过这里。
And so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
Where is he?
I do not know.
地中精灵玩玩啊。
Revelio.
Board! I'm bored up here!
Benita.
Not back the moon! Incendio! I will not be cast about for your amusements! I'd like to be put down. Petrificus Terminatus! Expulso! Levioso! Descendo! You will get what's coming! Descendo! Protego! Rookwoods don't go down easy! Bombardo! And in the clouds! Descendo! Protego! Bombardo! That's the best! Now you're just getting on my nerves!
A lamb to the...
你要不要放？你要不要放？你要不要放？
Finite.
闪这一只去死，安置。
Finite. Incendio.
So close. I shall kill you, Sendo. Board up here. Descendo. Bovada. Expulso. Ready to scurry back to Hogwarts. Incendio. Really enjoying the view, but I'd like to be put down now.
它是卡住。
Expulso! Levioso! I refuse to be treated in this manner! Bored! I'm bored up here! Expulso! Plan to make quick work of you. Perhaps you ought to give up. Had enough yet? Expulso!
啊，终于有了，好，你可以去死。
Revelio.
This will not end in your favor.
Little Nat Sione, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills.
You're not even trying.
6000呢，他被那个咬一下6000。 红光而已，不会死人哦。
Natty. Are
没
you
事，还
sure
坐在
you're
这里。
up for a visitor?
突然摆2个幽灵在这边，吓人家一
I
跳。
feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother. It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
Only because of you. How are you feeling?
Well, I've had better days, but Nurse Blaney says that I am on the mend.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
剧情杀，剧情杀。
Naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh my. I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today.
我还以为这个时候就要抱在一起。
I am to blame for my
依
father's
现在迪士尼的
sacrifice
习
years
惯了。
ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. This has all been a bit much. A battle here at Hogwarts. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead. A few of the dregs will still be about.
Everything is safer now, but...
Thank you, but
手都握在一起。
my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could. I believe your friendship to be one of... Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
沟通账号，这里应该是要写沟通障碍吧？变成沟通账号是啥小？显然与我们有沟通账号，那你们是用 Line 吗？还是那个时代应该是 ICQ 啊？好了，应该连 ICQ 都还没出现吧？
Revelio.
Who is George? That is George. Explain.
这里是就是他说那个到处都是拉手术的谜题的地方。
Revelio.
那就算现在也是个猫头鹰吧。我记得之前是有什么羊皮纸之类的，我有点忘了。刚不是才去过吗？教授的房间我可以进去。可以耶。
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
那房间竟然有地下室，被锁着。
Professor, do you...
I do.
I wondered, did...
I did? Why do you ask? I see. Well, the castle itself. As for the students, well, although we got up to just as much I can tell you, however, that I did...
I hadn't realized...
Appearance...
Time itself. I never would have...
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my...
An unspeakable. What does...
As you might suspect. Now, I hope I've satisfied you.
You have.
Keep up with your wand work. One must...
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in? Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did... Oh, Anne, I was only trying... You understand. You can talk to Omen.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian.
You don't know. You do know. Anne has no one. I regret everything I did. I know what I did was wrong. I only hope she can forgive me. That everyone can forgive me. No matter what happens from here.
Revelio.
Glad we met.
Poor Sebastian.
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
We don't have a choice. You're right.
关一关算，我觉得应该关一关。
I wish I hadn't been. If we do this, we may never.
就是说，那你放心，你妹妹我帮你照顾这样。
I realize that, but it's the right thing to do. He killed his uncle. We've tried to justify his actions every step of the way, but this has gone too far. It has to stop.
Very well. Leave it to me. I'll tell the headmaster. Farewell for now. I shall be in touch. Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
Revelio.
新的医生。我才刚出来，你又叫我进去。然后会不会下一集就塞巴斯蒂安跑出来，然后那个那叫什么，变成 BOSS 这样？第二集的 BOSS， 他去阿兹卡班进修之后变超强了。
Thank you for coming.
Ominous, I received your owl. What's happened with Sebastian?
He's been expelled, and will soon face trial at the Ministry. Although Anne wanted to turn him in, I think now she's torn. I confess I know how she feels. As much as we all wanted Sebastian to face the consequences of his actions, it will never be the same without him. Just standing here in the Undercroft without Sebastian feels wrong.
I never thought things would end this way. I hope we did the right thing.
I hope so too.
Were you able to tell Sebastian about Rookwood cursing Anne?
I was. Black let me talk to Sebastian before he left. At first he wouldn't believe it. Then he realized it all made sense. Unfortunately, his anger only grew towards goblins and dark wizards. Anne was shocked too, but in some sense relieved to know the truth about who was responsible. I think it brought her some peace.
I'm glad to hear it. She deserves peace.
She does. Sebastian was my best friend. I can't imagine Hogwarts or anywhere without him. I know you two had grown close, that you were helping each other with he and means. I know we had a bit. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
现在一堆小支线了，所有主要支线都跑完了。哎，不对，还有一个人马那个金蛋鸟那个还没跑。
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Beautification version.
Revelio.
这是什么？这是什么？哦，这就是之前说的那个吗？
This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana.
哦，在这里啊。没有特别要来接他，把这个休息一下好了，补个眠，晚上再继续把支线全跑，晚点开，拜拜。